So you're getting your butt kicked by Ozma, and you need a helping hand. Well, you come to the right place, as I'll be going over every single attack, and when to openings for each of them are, so you can maximize your damage. This guide aims to help you beat the fight by taking as little to no damage as possible. This is a 3-phase fight, so if you die on phase 3, you have to start all the way over, back on phase 1, so this could be very brutal. And with that out the way, let's get into this, yeah? Before we get into the fight, we need to make sure we're using the right tools. On your skill tree in the common tab, make sure you have Counterattack Expert unlocked. Phase 3 has a lot of counterattacks, and if you miss any, the boss heals its HP back. For consumables, make sure you're carrying Chaos Resistance Elixirs and Chaos Cleanse Potions. Every single phase has Chaos in it, so we want to reduce our chances of becoming infected. There is Burn and Frost in phase 1, but it's not needed once you learn how to handle the attacks. Okay, now that we're prepared, let's go over all his phase 1 attacks. Since the game doesn't have the name for the attacks, I'll be making them up on the fly, so bear with me. I'll first have a clip of my kill of each phase, and then I'll dissect any mechanics during that kill, and then any the boss didn't do. While I'm using the Greatsword, these openings benefit any weapon. This is my Infinite Spin to Win build that I'll have link in the description if anyone wants to use it. I use this to get to phase 2 consistently. Unfortunately, he didn't get to do any attacks, so let's go over all his phase 1 moves. Ozma phase 1 form likes to start off with an Ice Conal attack. The further away you are, the harder it'll be to dodge this. When you see him going into the air with a blue color, that's the telegraph. Run to your left or right to dodge it. Ozma will be open after this. If you unfortunately didn't get out in time, then you could brink dodge it, but you'll miss your opening. Another attack he likes to do in the opening is the Purple Spiral attack. If you see a purple glow in his left hand, then this is a line AoE that goes to you, so dodge left or right. Immediately after, he'll do the Ice Conal attack. Handle it the same way and he's open afterwards. The other opening he has is by doing a quick melee swipe, backing away, then coming for another hit. The second hit is a bit delayed, so you want to wait half a second, then guard. Guard the first hit, and then brink guard the second one for a nice counterattack. He'll then cast the Ice Conal after this, handle it like before, and he'll be open. Afterwards, he does a wide array of attacks depending on your range from him. I suggest you play aggressive and attack him as much as possible to save your netherworld energy for the later phases. If you get into melee range, he'll do a melee swipe, but sometimes he doesn't come back for a second swipe. Sometimes he'll throw a spear. When you see it tuck back like this, you can either guard or dodge it and go towards him for a hit. He can then follow up with an actual double melee swipe. Handle this like before for an easy opening. If he does the Purple Spiral after the opener, then he's open for a combo here. If a red ring is formed around you, then get out as it builds up the burn status. Staying inside will ensure you're burned. Guard the initial hit, then move out. After leaving, he'll soon make the flames push out, so dodge through it and go for your opening. If he jumps up and you see orange, then this is a fire line AoE that's very fast. Dodge to the left or right to avoid it. If you're close enough, there is an opening afterwards. If you see his staff glow red, then he'll impale the ground like the ice attack. This time, however, it's a big circle around him, so get out. You'll then see the ground rise up. This is how far the explosion is. Afterwards, run in for your opening. If you see his left hand move up, that means he's charging and doing a blast on himself. Either guard it or dodge away. If you see 5 spears, run the opposite direction the spears are curving. You don't want to guard these as they'll start to build up chaos. If you ever see him slide to the right after an attack, then you need to counterattack this. The timing is when he's done moving right and starts moving towards you. If he does 3 spears above his head, then just run towards him. He's open after they go out. If he jumps up and charges a spear twice, guard or dodge it the same way you did with the single spear. Then move in for an opening. If you get hit, then it'll spawn a chaos puddle, which will expand then explode, so move out if you guard it. If he jumps up and charges the spear 3 times, however, he'll come crashing down on the spot you're at. The ground will start to rise and it'll erupt like the fire attack. When you see the ground turn this light purple, dodge or guard it. Just like the fire circle, it'll spawn a dark circle instead, which starts ticking damage over time every second, so you want to get out ASAP or your HP bar will be deleted. It'll push out a flame towards you, then the rest. Afterwards, tornadoes will spawn. Fight away from them so you can see what the boss is actually doing. If the tornado gets close enough, they will also deal damage over time, but not as aggressively like Darkfire Circle. Now if you're far away, he'll do these attacks. If you see a circle of tiny rocks, then you want to dodge this. If you guard it, you'll build up chaos status. They'll start off by moving slowly, but get fast real quick. As soon as you see them moving towards you, a double dodge will do the trick. Depending on how far you are from the boss determines if this is an opening, or if it does another attack. If you see him gathering purple energy from the air, then move towards him. These are homing projectiles that build up chaos. These open right after he lets them out, depending on the distance between you and the boss when he starts. If he dashes backwards, then prepare to run left or right. He'll fire off a volley of projectiles that inflict status chaos, if you guard them. Afterwards, you'll see these particle effects charging up for a laser. Dodge as soon as you see them, since the laser is very fast, just like the fire line AoE. Just like the other two range attacks, he's open afterwards, if you could get to him. When you see this purple aura, it's a pull. He'll pull you into melee range and start ascending the first time he does it. Listen very carefully. You heard that sound cue? That's when you'll want to guard to bring guard, otherwise it does a massive chunk to your stamina bar. Afterwards, he'll drop down and do a melee attack. Then a medium pace 1-2 combo, followed by a very slow third hit. When you see his face like this, guard for a brink guard and he'll be open as it'll stagger him. Now if he already ascended, then he'll just do the melee combo we went over. This time the first hit will be faster since he's already on the ground. If he slides to the left, then he'll do another fast hit. Then he'll follow up like normal with the 1-2 combo, followed by a very slow last hit. If you see him spread his wings like this, then get ready for chainsaw blades. Stand your ground and wait for the first set to move towards you. These snapshot where you are standing when they spawn, and they will intersect at that point. Since we know how the mechanic works, just walk backwards while keeping your guard up in case one snags you. When the second one goes out is when the mechanic gets tricky. Since he's charging me, I'm moving backwards to dodge the blade attacks and guard for the melee hit about to happen. Keep moving backwards and the mechanic solves itself. Now the very last move I only saw 3 times in the 12 hours of testing. He'll jump up and charge his spear. Just like his counterattack dodge, when you see him moving towards you, you want to guard. I'm just guarding to play it safe so you can see the mechanic. He'll then open a rift shooting down projectiles at you. At the same time, a white light is falling. You must guard or dodge as it touches the ground. If you follow this guide and take advantage of your openings, you should never see this attack. The first telegraph is to pay attention to his wings. If you see them poke out like this, then it'll be a fast hit from the left, then a 1-2 on the right, followed by a medium left again. Just like phase 1, counterattack after he moves in. This phase doesn't have a lot of openings, so it's imperative you get as much chip damage whenever possible. If he draws in pink energy, then guard. This is a 2-part pull and stun. You'll be locked into place. When he goes backward, wait a second, then guard as he moves in. This will shatter him for an opening. If he's slumping over, then get some damage off quickly and back off. He'll burst afterwards, applying chaos, and the second eruption will deal significant damage. He'll fly up like Traka, and now you have 2 choices here. I'll obviously go over my aggressive playstyle first. Make sure to get a fully charged javelin off before he starts attacking. The right side will rain down 4 purple spears, then a fast pink. Brink guard each purple spear to hit the boss. Dodge the pink spear as it depletes a ton of stamina, making the rest of the phase hard to complete. The final 2 pink spears come down at the same time. Dodge them as you see them moving towards you. He'll then fly above you, then come crashing down. As soon as his momentum stops, guard the attack. I missed the opening, but I'll go over that later. If you miss the opening, then the ground will erupt, so guard when it's the brightest color. Since we got a ton of free damage deflecting back his spears, we can break him right here. Now before you execute him, use any netherworld energy to top yourself if you're low and cleanse the chaos. The next part is over in a blink of an eye if you mess up. I don't think this execution has a timer, so consider watching my video's third phase in the meantime while you wait. Someone let me know if this execution expires in the comments down below. Okay, before we go over phase 3, we need to cover all the attacks we didn't see in phase 2. If the right wing pokes out, then prepare for a medium 1-2 from the right, followed by a slow left. Afterwards, you could get a hit. If he dashes back, then prepare for a fast tackle. He'll then gather pink energy for a slow push. You could get some hits afterwards. If he dashes back but starts charging up his right hand, then move to the side of the map. This is a line attack that drops Chaos Mine when it goes off. If you walk into them, then it will explode. Just guard it. If you see his right hand glow up with fire, then get ready to guard a medium slam. He'll dodge back and do another. Same pacing. Lastly, he'll do one more, but this time it's slow, so adjust your timing. Afterwards should be an opening if you brink guard it. Now in my 12 hours of doing this fight, I only saw him do this attack twice. I'm not really sure why this variation isn't done more, but it'll spawn a bunch of small balls. They'll fly up in the sky and track you. Dodge as you see them moving towards you. I unfortunately got hit since my practice on this move is non-existent. He'll then follow up with the slam, but this time a meteor can drop, so keep moving to avoid damage. The opening is the same as the other attack we just went over. If he dashes back but goes left this time, then it's a fast line attack like the fire line in phase 1. Dodge as you see the particles charging up. If you get hit, it'll build up chaos. This is usually accompanied by the charge and pull attack. Afterwards, you should get some damage. Now if he dodges backwards and flies up with his left wing poking out, he'll then charge at you fast, so guard. The second one is medium pace. The third one, however, is very fast. Press guard as soon as you let go on the second press to get it. He'll then summon a sword. This is a medium pace hit, so brace yourself. Then he'll do the same pace again. The last hit will make him fly up and charge the sword. Guard as the particles are almost done and hold your guard. This is a 3-part attack that'll damage you if you let go. Heal up any chaos, as this is one of those attacks I just couldn't figure out the true opening. Now if he's in melee range, he could attack you very fast. You'll have to pay attention to his right hand. As soon as you see that move, guard. It's followed up by a fast left, then a medium right slow, and a slow fourth. He likes to follow this up by jumping in the air and going down for a slow piercing attack. When you see him move towards you, guard for an opening that'll shatter him. If you miss this opening, he likes to dash back and do a bunch of shockwaves. He'll fire 4 total at medium pace. You could guard them like I did in this clip and continue to hold guard for the 5th hit, or if you like dodging, do that to avoid the chaos buildup. Either way, guard the last hit, as sometimes it's safe to just stand there, while other times it'll hit you. Better safe than sorry. Okay, time for the elephant in the room. It's Desperation move. If you cannot do this, you cannot see the rest of the fight. I'll go over the guarding method since it's been a bit since we last saw my clear. Always get a fully charged javelin before the spears fall. Remember, it's 4 guards, then a slow dodge, if you're at the same distance like me. I'm bad at guarding, and even I was able to do this. It's a fast press as soon as you press guard. Press it again 4 times, then pause and dodge. This is what's supposed to happen if you do it right. Breaking its stamina will make it drop. Run over for free damage. Now for those dodge enjoyers, make sure to get the free javelin, then run left and count the spear hitting the ground. After you hear 4, time a slow dodge to the right, and now sprint that side and repeat. On the very last set, dodge 4, and now dodge right. As soon as you see that pink, guard for an opening. This will shatter the boss if done right. If the boss is still alive, if you see the left hand gathering energy, then it's a slow dodge. This is a grab attack. If he jumps up and does this, run to the edge of the arena. It's going to spawn 5 tornadoes under your feet. We don't want this hindering our movement on the battlefield, so place them all around the same side, and then be mindful not to go there. When you see the hand move up like this, dodge to avoid damage. Now if you see him calling down a rock into melee range, if you do not kill this rock in time, you will most likely die, as it's like phase 1 with the white light dropping on the ground. You need to brink dodge or guard it. So just focus on the rock and there's an opening afterwards. When you see the ground turn pink, you could stay in melee range and guard the hit. I played it safe here and ran out because we didn't come this far to die from a mistake. Repeat once more and you're ready for phase 3. For my greatsword users, I'm doing 2 charge Inner Fury. Remember to come back to this video and study up phase 3, because if you die, you have to do it all over again. I don't think this execution expires, but I didn't test it. Phase 3 has a lot of attacks similar to phase 2, so once you get those down, you'll win easily. He almost always starts off with lasers in mind. Either go to the edge of the map, or guard the hit and move to him for some free damage. Place the second set along the first set so you don't have to think too much. Now just avoid this section on the map and continue like normal. When the lasers are the brightest color, guard. If he moves behind you in chaos like this, just guard as he'll do a quick attack. The second hit is a medium delayed. The third hit is a slow one, so time properly and you could get an opening. I unfortunately missed it by a few frames. This is the same attack from phase 2, except the third hit is now a counter. This is the same attack from phase 2, as soon as you see this animation, he'll go up into the air and summon 8 spears that will cover the left and right. The only way to handle this is by dodging forward. If you guard it, it'll be a bunch of chaos status buildup. When you see them light up is when you want to dodge. He'll then do a slow piercing arrow. This will apply full chaos even if you're at 0%, so make sure you dodge this. When you see this animation, then dodge. He'll then come slamming down like he did after the Desperation spear move. Guard as soon as you see the pink flames for an opening. He's moving quickly, so we're just gonna guard. He could then do that jump pierce attack from phase 2. It's handled the same. Now here I got greedy and tried refreshing my buff, but got grabbed. As you could see, it was charging the left hand. Dodge it the same way for another opener. Like I stated at the start, if you get hit, then the boss heals for any missing section, so don't be like me. If you see this ball, then go to the edge of the map and bait it there and get ready to spam dodge. It's an orb that pulls you in. I'm not sure how to execute this attack without taking damage because I only saw it a few times and I just did this. Right hand on fire means the same medium speed slams, so guard properly. After getting the opening here, he likes to do a little AoE attack around his hitbox, so move away. You probably saw this a lot when progressing the fight. Since this second hit is slow, I was able to sneak an Inner Fury here. Some attacks not seen on this kill is when he moves over to his left and puts both hands on fire. It's a slow counter attack. If you miss the jump pierce attack, then he still has the 5 wave attacks. If he dashes behind you very quickly, then guard immediately. He'll dash through you and then start the sword attack from phase 2. The last hit is still 3 hits, so hold down your guard. If he spreads out and follows up with a right, it'll be very fast. Guard and prepare for another fast hit. Counterattack the last hit when he moves towards you. Meteor slams are still here, and they function the same. And those are all the attacks I remember seeing. Hopefully this guide helps you beat the true Ozma. And if you're a great sword user, then consider checking out the build I used right here. Until the next video, I'll see ya.